What's up guys, ChasingLamely here, and welcome to episode number 3 of our journey save. In today's episode we are going to be playing the away game against Pitea. We're going to go through some transfer news because we've brought a lot of players, and I'm just going to catch you up on what you've missed. So stick around, we'll be back after this. See you in a sec. Right guys, so as I mentioned in the intro, we've bought some new players. Let's start with the new players. There's been a lot of new players, I'll warn you now. Still a couple more coming in, because people keep offering me good players. So essentially, we took over just before this, I guess. So we've got... I'm going to go through them very quickly because you're going to get to know them as we go along. Essentially, we bought a whole bunch of 16 and 17 year olds. So we've got like Matthias Sundström, who looks decent as a defensive midfielder. Victor Magnusson, who is a left back, who looks like he's got some good mentals, and I think can maybe develop into something quite good long term. You see, all their potential ability is around a 4 or a 5. Hiccups this one. That'll go. Arvid Anderson is obviously coming as a right back, and again, lots of potential. Again, as well, really good mentals. By his determination that I'd like to work on, but we'll get to that. We've brought in Robin Larsen. Robin Larsen's I think can be really special for us. He's kind of the standout star of what we've brought in. 2.5 star ability already. He has got four potentially 5 stars. They've still not fixed the stars that aren't visible on various backgrounds issue. Hopefully they'll get to that. But I like that his mentals are strong. His determination's really good, and he's a decent athlete. His technical skills could use some work, but you know, he's 17 years old. He's got time to develop. And if we look at his report, he seems to have a lot of what we need. Again, mentals we need to work on, but otherwise looking quite good. We've brought in Kalle Glimt Jensen, who is a right winger. Again, such good mentals for a player that age. Determination again could be better, but he's quick, and the technicals will build up as we go. Tim Sjöberg is a right back who also looks like he could develop something good. His mentals aren't quite so good, but he's very good athletically, which is good. Henrik Frick is a left winger who has been doing really well for us so far. Very quick. Not much to shout about technically or mentally, but we'll see how he develops. Then we've got Patrick Agren, who is coming as a right winger, and again, just good physical. At this level, good physicals in a winger is actually pretty much all you can ask for. Albin Alexandersson, again, another very determined defensive midfielder. Not much to shout about in terms of physical or technical skills, but he's a good backup option to Larsen. Bo Olsen is a left back who, just look at those mentals. Those mentals are ridiculous. He needs to get a bit quicker maybe, and maybe work on some of his technicals, and we need to change that personality a little bit, make him a bit more ambitious, but we could have a really good player on our hands with him. Jonas Glantz is essentially our second choice goalkeeper now. Very good mentally. I'd like his handling to be a little bit better maybe, but otherwise I can't really complain about that as a 16-year-old goalkeeper. Per Danielson, again a goalkeeper, he's sort of third choice at the moment, and I'll bring up his stats again. And he's fairly good in terms of technicals, mentals, so he's a fairly good all-rounder, so we'll do something with him. Gustav Olofsson is the left winger. I don't know why my mouse won't stay where I'm putting it. There we go. Gustav Olofsson, very, very quick for this level. His mentals are surprisingly good. Again, determination is always a problem at this level. Good first touch, good technique. We need to work on his crossing maybe, but you know, he's someone who can do good things, I think, at this level especially. Alexander Nicholson, another left back. We've got a few players in each position, if I'm honest. just because I wanted to cover, and I figured I can sort out the wage bill issue at the end of the season once contracts start expiring and such. Mentally, very good, very quick. For this level, a 12 for this level is extraordinarily quick. And I think we can do something with him as well. Adam Pearson, a centre half, so good for this level. That marking and that tackling stat, the heading as well is pretty good. It's very short for a centre half, but he's not quick enough to be a fullback at the moment. So we're gonna hope he grows. Like, for those of you who are new or maybe haven't noticed before, players who are sort of 16, 17, 18, they keep growing. It's not impossible we could see this lad get to sort of 5'11-ish, and then he'll become really valuable as a centre-half. But for now, he is the best centre-half at the club. We have Andre Torstensson, another goalkeeper, sort of third choice. He's better as a goalkeeper, better physically, I think, but I'm not. We'll see how the development goes. Maybe he'll surprise us. Jesper Karlsson, a right winger, very quick. His flair is kind of key aspect of his game. He's the kind of winger who, for those of you who are old enough to remember, like Andrei Kanchelskis. Andrei Kanchelskis wasn't played for Everton and Man United and Rangers, and he wasn't necessarily a brilliant footballer. Technically, he was a good passer of the ball. Obviously, he played at the top level. He was a good passer of the ball, but he did the basics sort of adequately. But the thing he really had going for him was that he beat a guy with tricks. Like he couldn't necessarily he wasn't the best striker of a ball. Wasn't necessarily the best crosser of a ball. But if you let him run at someone and he had someone to lay off a pass to, he was really, really solid. And I think that this guy could be fairly similar for us. Anders Carlson, who is a centre half. Not really responding to coaching, which is really annoying. But again, could develop into something quite good at the back if we can kind of turn around this decline he seems to be on. But the teamwork, the leadership, this guy could be our future captain, and that's something I really like in the guy. And then we've got Oliver Sundström, Oliver with a W, which is weird, but I'm sure it is actually Oliver. He's coming as backup. He's sort of fourth choice centre half. He's decent enough. He might develop into something good. And if he doesn't, he's not got a contract, so we'll just sack him off. And that's essentially it. So with that being said, let's look at what we've been doing up until today. So we joined at the Tiftea game and it went badly. It was a 3-0 loss. Then we played Hudiksvall. Hudiksvall are top of the league, and we absolutely ripped them to pieces. Like, if we look at the stats on this, it was silly. Like, offensively good football was what was being played, really. If it will load. Come on, load up. For some reason, my computer has chosen now to be stupidly slow on me, which is very helpful, as you can imagine. So, if you look at the stats, bring up the full stat sheet. 13 shots on goal. I think the average for the club per game was about 6. 6 on target. We've no clear-cut chances. They had a lot of half chances, but we had no clear-cut chances for anyone during the game. We still found ourselves a couple of goals, which was good. Winning possession, which is strong. Pass completion, we've got it above the 60%. It's not much above the 60%, but it's certainly better than it was, which is good. Winning more tackles than ever before, which is beautiful. Winning the ball in the air, which I think it was about 40% or something stupid when we took over. Some good running as well, like some really good running. It was really nice to see. And then we played Ytterhogdals. It was going really well. We took an early lead. You can see Robin Larsson got himself his first goal for the club. In the Hudiksvall's game, Frickin Yannick got goals. Let's cover that first. Robin Larsson gave us a lead, and it was a cheap penalty. It wasn't a great penalty at all. I've seen better shouts ignored. Let's put it that way. They got the penalty, and we were really dominating the game. Though, even after the penalty, we were absolutely just dominating the game. We just couldn't seem to find the net. And then Adam Pearson got himself sent off, which was very frustrating for me. and that was, even when they went 2-1 up with Jordan Blinker before the red card, like we were still well on top of the game. Like we were sort of 60% possession, shots going in all over the place, which couldn't get anything on target. We couldn't get anything into the goal. And that in person got sent off, and it was just kind of all hands to the pump. Let's just defend and hope we can maybe steal or equalise, and we didn't, and it was fine. It's not shameful. Even with 10 men, Itahogdas are third in the league. They're not a bad side at all. And so today we're playing Patea, who are 6th. They've just dropped down from 4th. So they've been playing well, but tells me the form isn't necessarily good there. But I'm feeling confident. So look at the preview. When we get there, it's so slow. Let's give it a bit of a boost. I'm gonna close down something in the background because that appears to be eating up all of my memory. There we go. So yeah, they've just taken a loss. Their form is strong, but they've just taken a loss, and we're sort of slowly turning on. We're not getting heavily defeated. And so today we're playing, obviously, Patea at Patea. And yeah, a win today will maybe, as long as Gotney Gotney could pick up a win. They're playing Cramforce. But it's a chance to put us back in the race, which is what we need to be doing, really, getting back in the race. It's a 7-point gap at the moment. If we can get back into the race, we should be okay, is my thinking. So let's look at the team selection. I'm going to go with the same selection I've been using the last couple of games, with the exception of Person in the centre half, because obviously he's suspended. So we've got Alexander Rajkovic in goal. As standing, is by far the best keeper at the club. Arvid Anderson's playing at right back. Ignore the star rating. He's been doing really well, actually, as a complete wing back, certainly for a player at this level. Isaac Newton's in the middle alongside Anders Carlson. Alexander Nicholson is playing at left back. So we've got 3 16-year-olds in there, which is interesting. Stat fans. Robin Larsson's playing in the holding midfield role. He's very good in there. A 7.1 off of his first 2 games is not too shabby, considering one was a defeat. Ringmark and Sucloud are playing as the central midfield partnership. I'm starting to really like these guys together, and there are better centre mids at the club, but better than both of them. If I just hit this drop down here, you'll see Chiror is better. This guy in St Manzi is going to be potentially better. Hansen and Skog and Ainback and Sammy are all sort of better than Sucloud. But for some reason, Sucloud's just he's made for this position, I think. Patrick Agren is playing on the right wing, and he's looked really good so far. If I just drop this back, I think we can get some stats up. 7.5, and I think he's created a goal or 2 as well. He's got himself an assist in his first 2 games, which is really good to see. And Henrik Frick has obviously scored a goal, which is good for us too. He's on the left wing. And Mikhail Yannick is starting up top. With Jacob Lever on the bench, just because I need a centre-half on the bench, was my thinking. And the rest of these guys you'll probably see us in due course today, because we've got 5 subs, which I love. I love having 5 subs. That's outstanding. A few players who aren't fully fit, but as to be understood, it's halfway through the season and it's their first club. They've walked into this club and they've got themselves in the starting 11, which you can't complain about. So, well, I think we're getting it's defensive 4-2-2-2-2-2-2-2. Yeah, it's such a shit formation. Anyway, I understand it works in South America. I understand it works in Sweden, whatever. I just don't like it. It's so negative. It makes me sad. But it is very easy to break down. We've also got an assistant manager about to come in, which is good, because I've been boosting our coaching staff. Let's tell them we need to start improving. We are going to tell them we've got faith, because that's the best shout to use when you don't know what shout to use. And they all seem fairly happy with that. That's good. Alright, let's get into the game. We're playing in black as usual. And I'd like to think we can actually pick up a win here. they're 8 places above us in the league, but we've looked really good, and I just wouldn't be surprised if we picked up something here. Because now I've said that, we're going to get smashed. It's okay, because Isaac Newton's picked up the ball, found Suckloud to ring mark, over the top, here we go, Agren's in, cross, Yannick, goal. It's just that simple, boys. It's just that. I don't care whether you came in at 14th in the table. I've brought in a bunch of 16-year-old kids, and that's the result. You know, Receive Wisdom says if you're in a relegation, look at that finish, beautiful. Receive Wisdom is that if you're in a relegation fight, you want experience to come in and help you fight, and we've gone the opposite way. We've gone youth, and we've gone enthusiasm, we've gone just pure talent, and it really is pure talent. Some of these guys. For this level, this team is now almost far too good. We've got another attack on. Suckloud's in. Frick with a cross. Just awful cross. Now they're going to break, and we need to get back. Someone needs to get back here. Cover. There's a man in the middle. He's got a clear shot. So I haven't sorted out the defending yet. We're working on it. We are working on the defending. Positives. We're looking good going forward. Considering the stats before we took over, the fact that we are going forward is, that's a win in many respects. Frick's starting to look a bit tired because he's picked up a bit of a knock. Let's get this out, boys. Get this out. Oh, it's 2-0. Okay. We've been through worse. We've been through much worse than this. And this was route 1. He sold him a dummy on the throw-in as well, which is really frustrating. There's 3 guys around Edstrom and he's got to the ball. And that's the kind of thing we really need to be paying attention to as a club. What a corner. Ogren whips it in. Frick. Oh. It's okay. While we've still got 11 men on the field, I've never felt like we're out of a game so far, which is really positive. As Isaac Newton bangs it forward again to Agren. Ball through. That's a poor ball through. In truth, that was a really poor through ball. But the highlight continues, which usually means there's a goal at the end of it, hopefully for us. Agren's picked up the ball again. Tries that through ball. He's found Frick this time. And Frick crosses it. Own goal. That's one of the worst own goals you'll ever see in your life. Agren's put it through. He's found Frick. Beautiful ball through to Frick. Frick's put it across. It's really nowhere near its target. And Rosenwood's just slid it into his net. And that doesn't make any sense at all. But we'll take it, and the cartwheel celebration was a little bit over the top for an own goal. He's taking the piss out of himself. We don't need to do it for him. And we're about Frick. I think he's going to have to come off very, very soon. I say soon. Early into the second half, we have to bring him off, I think, because he's dying out there. Another corner. Ogren puts it in. As far as that... Oh, it's moving so fast I can't read what's going on. Yannick... I'm going to just drop that down a notch because I can't follow what's going on the field. Oh, Ogren's picked up a knock as well. I want to bring on both wingers on the bench. That's frustrating. Really frustrating. Ogren's look really good as well. I don't want to get too badly hurt, but I don't want to take him off because I haven't seen enough of the other guy to be able to trust him yet. We're dominating possession though, which is really good. Let's go into the dressing room. Let's tell them we appreciate their... Yeah, let's do that. Pleased with how things are going. Beautiful. Okay, we go again. We're going to see... We give it sort of 10-15 minutes and see if we can start turning this around. The referee was very in the way then. It was like he decided he was going to join our team. Isaac Newton's picked up a yellow card. Picking up a lot of yellow cards. That's frustrating. It's really frustrating when you start picking up just silly yellows for no reason at all. And it's getting to that point where we're definitely going to have to consider making some subs. Let's do that now, in fact. We're going to bring on the two wingers. Neither of them are particularly great at inside forward, but they'll get used to it. We're going to bring on Sundstrom for Larson. As good as Larson is and will be, he's not having a great game today, and that's a concern. And I think I'm probably going to take off one of the centre halves very soon, if not both somehow. Yeah, Anderson's picked up the ball on the outside. Oh, come on, guys, let's do something with this. I think we're going to take off Carlson and Nicholson. Hopefully there won't be a goal off this whilst I'm doing that. Do that because they're both playing badly. Let's get this clear. Oh, that's another stupid... It's the same ref as before as well, I think. It's a ridiculous penalty. The penalties in this game are ridiculous so far this year. Just so many. I think I've had one every other game, more or less. Edstrom, Rajkovic didn't even try for that. You know, it's bad enough conceding the penalty, but if you're in goal, you've got to make more effort than kind of sticking your arm out limply. Just letting it go, but it would have been within reach as well, which is so annoying. We've made our 5 subs. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh well. I think it's 5 subs. Should we see if we can sneak out a 6th? Let's pause that very quickly because we're about to take a free kick. Can we bring on Hansen for Cloud? No, it's only 5 subs. We had to learn eventually. Come on, Yannick, where's this going? Off the crossbar. Callaglim Jansen. Beautiful. That's 3-all. This is a good game for a live com I've picked here, boys. Yannick, it's so frustrating to hit the crossbar, but that was a beautiful follow-up. He saw it coming and just got involved. And you can't really ask more than that. You know, he's just come on, literally just come on the pitch for his debut, and he's already made an impact. And if this finishes as it is, a point is a really good pickup here. Although, we've got another attack. Stempira, King Isaac Newton, Limpians. Oh, what? Come on, son. Got the first touch of Usain Bolt. Naylor whacks it forward. There's a lot of English players in this league, by the way, is something I've noticed. Magnus about to lever. Rajkovic, come on. We can build here. Let's build, boys. Hoofs it forward. Nobody cares enough to try and get on the end of it. I don't like that they're on the attack now. I really don't like this. Back out to Alex Naylor. Come on, let's get it out, boys. Get it out. Someone defend. Oh, Rajkovic, safe hands. Safe hands, son. Good work. We'll allow that. Just let it play out. 5 seconds to go. Sundqvist, come on, just blow the whistle. Whistle up. Lever, back pass. Good hoof from the keeper. Can we call it a day now? It's just no one trying for that. No one fancied that one. There we go. 3-all, boys. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Yeah, 13 shots. Let's have a look at the stats because I'm really keen to see how we're developing as a team. So we're still a 62% pass rate. Won 100% of our tackles. So did they, in fairness. But 100% tackle success rate is quite special. We need to do better in the air, but again, we had our best centre half missing. It could be worse, but we're still doing a lot more running. We're working hard, and I like that. I like that we're working harder than our opponents. Okay, let's get into the dressing room. Let's tell them we do appreciate their efforts. We'll tell them it was unlucky, because it was a little bit unlucky. And yeah, not too shabby, boys. That was not too shabby at all. The next game is the one we really need to focus on winning. It's the one against Gutney, who've just picked up a draw, which is helpful. yeah, the game against Gutney is going to be very important to us because obviously they're just above us in the table. That's who we're up against next. Got a goal difference of we're 8 goals down on them, but obviously we've only got to beat them 5-0 and then we're above them. He says, but we're still in the hunt. We're still very, very much in the hunt, which is good. There's probably not a lot of stuff we need to focus on here. Not at all. Okay. So with that being said, I think it's time to end the episode, boys. Sorry, it's been a bit of a long one. There was a lot of transfers to go through. I'm trying to get the episodes back down below 20 minutes like they were, below or around 20 minutes like they were in the Stockport save. It's just, you start a new series, you start a new save, you've got a whole bunch of stuff to work through. I like to kind of explain all my processes and thought process to you guys, show you all the transfers that are coming in, and tell you what's going on. So they are going to go down in length. There's not going to be any more hour-long videos like the last one. I'm sorry, by the way, mental. Not going to be more hour-long videos, unless I'm streaming, in which case they go for as long as I can be asked to stream for. Anyway, rambling. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, please hit the like button, which is below, if you want to see more from our adventure in Sweden. Hit the subscribe button and you'll see more. If you hit the subscribe and the notify button, it will tell you when there's more. You can't say fairer than that. Links down below for the Steam community, the Facebook community, everything is below. There's a discounted FM19 below. Go for it. Attack. Thanks very much, guys. Leave a comment below as well. I respond to every single comment I receive, every single one, because I only receive one a month. I'd like to hear more from you guys. Let me know if you're enjoying it so far. Let's do that. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will be back with another episode tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you all very soon. Have a good one.